Hi, I'm Justin Anderson. I am the Director of Church Planting for Acts 29, and I am here with Bernie Elliot, lead pastor of Covenant Church in Baldwinsville, New York, just outside of Syracuse. Thank you for being here. We are doing a series where we are meeting planters. You have planted in the last couple of years. Tell us your story, just the 2-minute version of your planting story.
Yeah, so I moved to Syracuse, back to Syracuse, which is where I was born, in 2006 to be a part of planting a church in the city. And our hope was that that would be a church planting church, and that we had this crazy idea that we would give every man, woman, and child in our county, 500,000 people, every man, woman, and child, an opportunity to hear and respond to the gospel. So we planted that church in the city. Then in 2013, we sent out another church, and then that church is in a suburb called North Syracuse. That church then decided they were going to plant in Baldwinsville 2 years ago, and they asked me if I would help lead that effort. So
that's awesome.
That's how.
And you said yes?
Yes, I said yes.
Reluctantly?
About the 10th or 11th time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Baldwinsville. What are you trying to do there?
Yeah, so it is it is ideal suburbia. Everybody's comfortable, happy. They've got their nice little life all wrapped up in their nice house. But we know that behind those beautiful facades, there is darkness, there is lostness, there are people far from Jesus. So our hope is to see every man, woman, and child in Baldwinsville have a repeated opportunity to come face to face with King Jesus and find rest in him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're about 2 years in.
Yep.
What's an obstacle maybe that you guys have faced in terms of that vision of every man, woman, and child hearing the gospel?
Yeah, so really a little example of that, but so our facilities are really small, inadequate, but had a group of women who wanted to study the Bible, and they were bringing people from the community who were far from Jesus to be a part of that. That got so that our facility couldn't handle it, and we were kind of trying to figure out what the heck do we do, and so I almost think of it, and not trying to minimize Acts 8, but an Acts 8 moment where, because of persecution, the Christians were scattered into Judea and Samaria, into the mission.
Sure.
That we went to the public library, asked if we could meet there. They've been meeting there the past couple months, and women from the community, not connected to any church, have been stopping in, hearing the gospel, hearing the word of God. So little hurdle became an opportunity for a gospel mission.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. I love how the moment where we go, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Why is this happening? Becomes, God's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, do you think I don't want these people to hear the gospel? Like, this is great.
Yeah.
You planted with Acts 29.
Yep.
Why? And what's been your experience of that? What's the benefit been to you?
Yeah, I think really simply it was a church planting network that celebrated the sovereignty of God with a global reach. And really, that's it.
Yeah.
I want to see King Jesus exalted. I want to see lost people who are far from Jesus, find rest in him as churches are planted. And I want to be a part of that happening among the nations. Yeah. And that's why I want it to be a part of Acts 29.
That's great.
Yeah.
So do we. I mean, that's part of why we do these church planter interviews, is to go, listen, the thing that is the heartbeat for the network, and has always been the heartbeat for the network, is to plant churches.
Yep.
And so anything we can do to get behind that endeavor, to plant more churches, see the gospel proclaimed in all parts of the world, man, we're behind it. And so, man, I resonate with that, and I think as a network we resonate with it as well. So thank you very much, Bernie.
Yeah, thanks, Justin.